Right, so with regards to food, four interesting things that occurred to me while I was on the bus today. The first thing is I eat very quickly, very, very, very quickly. You know, people have often said my food doesn't actually touch the sides of my mouth, which is probably true. I've got such a, I've got such an experience of eating hot foods quickly that I can drink quite hot coffee and it doesn't affect me. I think my esophagus lining is sort of like thickened over time to accommodate the hot food that I just spontaneously or routinely eat, and it's caused a problem on many occasions. I remember when I was doing a stint abroad, doing some work there, and at lunch sometimes it was customary to go out, as a group to eat food from work, and it was a bit antisocial really because people have just sat down and just put their fork to their mouth to eat their first morsel of food, and my plate would already be empty. I mean, I just got through things, I just like a digger really, and it really annoyed people actually, because then for the rest of the meal I was just sat there twiddling my thumbs. So that's one thing, eating quickly. The other one is I don't like strong smelling foods, particularly sauces. I really don't. I don't know how people put that on their food. Honestly, I really hate the stink of it. Because they put vinegar in. I like vinegar. I actually drink vinegar and lemon juice as part of my kale shake that I take every day. But sauces, I really don't like the smell of them. I know they add flavour to the food, and the majority of people seem to like them, which amazes me because it stinks. I just can't stand the smell. So that's strong smelling food. The other thing is I'm very happy with like very plain things. So I'll like like for my keto diet, it's very basic anyway. The things that you need a lot of fat, moderate amount of protein, and lots of leafy greens. So like for instance, leafy greens is a kale shake. So I just make a kale shake and then that's it. It's done, sorted out of the way. Don't need to think about it. And the same with the foods that I eat. It'd be very simple like tuna and cheese. Perhaps a bit of onion on there. Eggs. Just some fried eggs with cheese. Very, very basic. I don't go to extremes. But it's nutritious. So so that's basically lots of the same types of food over and over again. Buy it in bulk. It's sorted. Can't be bothered. The other thing which I don't get anymore, which I used to, which is to do with mental condition. Before I was on a keto diet, I used to, obviously like everybody else, I used to bulk up on carbohydrates. And that's anything that's not leafy greens, protein or fat. So you're talking about potatoes and cakes and like perhaps a typical Sunday lunch actually. That's what I remember. So I used to, I'd have a Sunday lunch and then because I've got a supremely fast metabolism, I can process food like in about 2 hours. I used to quickly get very irritable, and I didn't realize why that was, but I actually lost a lot of friends as a result of that because as somebody with my condition, I'm always having to think about the situation that I'm talking and present myself in like a neurotypical way, whereas normally I don't. I'm just very blunt, and people don't like that. So you have to present yourself in a way that's accommodating to them. And as I say, because I wasn't able to do that because it made me irritable, I was just myself, which is very blunt and very abrupt. And it was just one day that I actually happened to lay down after I had some food, and then within 15 minutes I was fine and I didn't get irritable, and I realised that's what it was. I needed to lie down so my body could actually process the food, and do what it needed to do. So that's another thing with regards to food, that I don't know, because I don't really touch carbohydrates. I'm just on leafy greens, so I don't get all of those nasty side effects that people get taking carbohydrates. So I don't get irritable now, and that's been for a long time, actually, a very, very long time. And finally, a bonus fact. So the bonus fact is about me. I don't like it when people touch my head or my feet. And this is something I've learned over time. It's very, very strange. I can't explain it, but there's about three people I know that can actually touch my head or my feet. Yeah, one is my dad, and one is somebody that I'm very close to, a person who's, I've known for a long time. And the other one is my wife. So they're the only people that can actually touch me on those places on my body, and I I don't get angry. It makes me very angry when people do that. If people touch me, I don't know why, but it just makes me really angry. And the other thing is I've got like altered body space, so as long as you're not touching me on those two places, you could get right up in my face or anywhere near me, and it wouldn't affect me like most people would back away. It doesn't. I don't. It doesn't have that effect on me. So yeah, just some interesting bonus facts there, which I don't think were meant to mention in the title. So, yep. Okay. Have a nice day. Hope you're finding this. I put them in all of these videos in a playlist. So if you find them interesting, or it strikes a chord with you, perhaps you might have a diagnosis of Asperger's as well, that you need to look into. Okay. Have a nice day. Catch you later. Bye.